GP Homies assumes no responsibility or liability for any errors or omissions in the content of this podcast. The information contained in this podcast is provided on an as-is basis with no guarantees of completeness, accuracy, usefulness, or timeliness. Any events or names that are said have been changed to protect the innocent.
GP Homies Podcast coming at you. GP Homies Podcast coming at you. GP Homies Podcast coming at you. Coming at you. Coming at you. So put your headphones on. Put your headphones on. Put your headphones on. Put your headphones on. GP Homies Podcast coming at you. GP Homies Podcast coming at you. GP Homies Podcast coming at you. Coming at you. Coming at you. So put your headphones on. Put your headphones on. Put your headphones on. Put your headphones on. Yeah, boy, let me introduce y'all to my homie right here, Flaco. What's up, homie? I also got my man, Stuntman, a.k.a. Mooney. I got Mike with the beats. What up? And let me just tell y'all, man, my boy OG Pelon in the house, a.k.a. Leon. And let me just say what's up to my boy Will. Flaco. And allow me to introduce myself. They call me El Maestro. One and only, Johnny. Welcome to our podcast, GP Homies. Straight from the streets of Cielo Vista, Holiday Drive, Corrida Court, La Fiesta, Pisces Avenue in the house, all the way up and down Pioneer Parkway. 303, all that good shit. Bro, you know what time it is.
That shit just memory, dog. Back memory lane.
Cielo Vista crew.
What's up, North GP? Y'all enjoy. Fuck y'all down, Dirty South, a.k.a. Gritty motherfuckers.
Too much. What's up, people? What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Flaco. We're back on another episode of GP Homies Podcast.
GP.
Thank you. We alive. We here. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Mooney?
Hey, what's up? I'm good.
Already. Mike, how you doing, man? How you living?
All right. I'm doing all right.
All right, before I'll let you introduce. We got a very special guest today. I want to give the thanks to him beforehand. I appreciate you coming in.
I appreciate y'all having me.
I know you a busy man, so
hell yeah.
I let Mike do the introduction, so he knows him very well. So I'll let you get to it, Mike.
All right. Well, today we have a special guest, and it's Zo'ed 817.
Yo.
He's a rapper. He's a promoter. Got a new album coming out October 31st.
Man of many trades.
Halloween?
Yeah. He's a busy man, like Flaco said.
Mm-hmm.
Jack of all trades.
And a family man.
Yeah, family man. Got to be there. I'm a good daddy. I make sure that my pops wasn't the best role model, so I got to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm just out here.
Straight up, bro.
Hustling for Fort Worth. That's why the 817 is in my name, you know, Zo'ed 817. So what we getting into right here, Mike? Y'all want me?
First of all, we gotta do our little ritual.
Oh yeah, we gotta take shots.
Let's take one shot before we start. Salud.
Salud.
Good
Appreciate
times,
it.
good friends. Here we go.
Woo. All right,
let's get into this.
Woo.
So
I didn't realize that rum was warm.
Oh yeah, it's room temperature.
Yep, I realize that now.
yeah. Tell us about yourself.
All right, that's fair enough. All
Get a
right.
little background here.
Yeah. A little bit.
All right, so I was born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas. I kind of bounced around a lot of areas as I was growing up.
What part of Fort Worth?
Well, I grew up, my first house was over in White Settlement. And then when I was like 7, my parents and them divorced. And then we moved over by Las Vegas Trail, like the west side of Fort Worth.
Yeah. I stay in River Oaks.
Yeah. So I stayed off of Las Vegas Trail. And it wasn't the best neighborhoods or nothing.
No,
you know
I know
what I'm
off of 30 in Las Vegas.
Yeah. So
I know the apartment complex.
So yeah, after they split up, you know, I had a pretty good life up until that point. Like I lived in like 2-story house and shit, and it was pretty good. But my mom and my dad didn't really click, and my mom was on some wild shit, and my dad was too. So they ended up splitting up.
Yeah.
And then we moved over to the west side, and then I moved like to the north side of Fort Worth, back over to the west side.
By like Haltom area.
And then I live by Lancaster.
I work off Lancaster.
Yeah. So I live by Lancaster, and then I had moved back to Haltom.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? And that's when I moved in with my cousin Eddie, which was actually the War Machine, which is Mac's, right? Mac used to record with Eddie, and they were real good friends back in the day.
Yeah, he's gonna give me this plaque right here.
Yep, right there. He's still got the ticket from War's first show.
No shit.
Yeah, it's fucking dope. It's dope. But yeah, so pretty much I just bounced around a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Like we used to do. Remember we used to get together, drink and whatnot, and then get messed up, record, and then party all night until we passed out. Were you there the time that War locked himself out of the house?
Yeah, that's when he brought me over to your house the first time. So he takes me over to Mac's house, right? I'm like, oh no, I'm like fucking.
I've been like 16, maybe.
Yeah, I was like 15, 16 at the time, right?
So you knew him back since?
I think I met him when he was like 12 or 13.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. I met him at War's show at that coffee shop. Did you go to that one?
Probably, I don't
know. I met him through my cousin.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's known me since I was like fucking 12 or 13.
Yeah.
But the first time I went over to his house, we're going, me and Eddie go over there. He's letting me record. The first time is actually when I recorded that little verse that I did on Sunday. That's at the end of Sunday on his album. And so we're sitting there, we're getting all fucked up. And then Matt goes to go to sleep. And me and Eddie go outside to smoke, right? And we're watching Fear and Loathing. It's the first time I've seen Fear and Loathing. And I'm watching this movie like, what the fuck? I've never done psychedelics at that point because I'm only like 14, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, this movie's crazy. And so we go outside and we're smoking, and Eddie locked himself out. And so we're going around, and Mac didn't stay in the best of neighborhoods, so we're outside fucking two small little white dudes trying to fucking like open his windows and shit, had to break in his house and shit.
No, but they went into the window it was a front window.
We took the AC unit
The AC unit on it.
Oh shit.
So they had to hold the AC unit while he crawled over the top.
That's the way to get in, yeah.
We made it happen. But yeah, honestly, that's a really dope ass thing that happened that night though, because that's part of what led me to the person like that I am today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because with Macadizzi giving me that opportunity to get in there and kind of work my shit out in the studio a little more, and then I saw how him and War were working together.
I introduced you a little bit to it.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, this shit's kind of.
And, you know, and I looked up to my cousin because he rapped too.
Yeah.
And Macadizzi raps, you know what I'm saying? And or rapped.
AKA Mike.
Yeah, Mike. Yo, my bad.
No, just letting out for everybody out there.
Yeah, no, refer back to that burger episode.
Yeah. Y'all know what we talking about.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so, So I looked up to War, and I remember Mike and War did a song together, right?
Yeah.
And I would go to school, and I would, like, walk to school, and I'd be jamming the song, like, on the daily.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Macadizzi comes on that bitch like Tupac, bro. The sound of his voice on it, and he, like, Escalade over it, or... What, I don't even know, man. He's like breaker 19. The game's made up of a bunch of fakers who want to be.
I don't remember the verse.
Yeah, we've heard Mike's raspy rapping.
Yeah, that motherfucker's a goat, and he needs to start rapping again.
One day.
Yeah, one day. And if not, I want those beats.
Yeah. We're trying to get Mike and Johnny to.
And Flaco.
I'll jump on, man.
Yeah, Flaco.
Man,
I ain't no rapper, but I'll jump on.
Yeah, hey, before I leave, maybe after we come back from break or something, I got like a beat. I'm not gonna record it to that beat, so I'll be okay kind of showing y'all this shit I'm working on right now.
Cool.
It's dope. It's a little more old school sounding. It's like an 808 beat. It's a boom bap beat.
Oh shit.
So I feel like y'all fuck with it real hard. A lot of like Wu-Tang raps like on a lot of boom bap type beats. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Woo.
That's right.
So we all went to the Wu-Tang concert.
I'm jealous, guys. I
It
truly
was a
am.
hell of a
If I know
night.
you were
Hell of a
winning,
night.
Well, who was all there? Did they have everybody in that bitch? I mean,
Yeah.
that was available.
ODB, his son was there.
I know Method Man and Redman alive.
That's one dude I wish it was there, man. But
Redman?
Redman, yeah. You know what's
Was Method Man there?
Yeah, he showed up.
Yeah, even though he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
He showed up.
I think he showed up for the rest of the tour though.
Did they play
as
new
a
shit? Or like I heard y'all talking about that on the podcast. Did they play new shit or did
they played
the
all
old
those
classics,
shit, all their
man.
classics.
That's
Everything that everybody who listened to 36 Chambers.
they played
know
some of
the
that
words.
shit? What's that
So it was non-stop too. Like that was just coming out like old school rap. Just
What was the DJ name?
DJ Scratch.
Scratch. was on there.
Man, what's that
Scratch
song
it.
with fucking Method Man comes on? He's like, I got a spiked bat, man. He put his nuts on the table.
fucking-
And I fuck it.
Yeah,
I fuck it.
I can't think of the
Yeah,
song off
hey.
the top of my head, but yeah, it's like him and
That's
Rick
one of my
Vaughn.
favorite skits in fucking
yeah.
rap history. Yo.
Yeah, him and the chef were going back and forth.
I'll sew your asshole shut and just keep feeding.
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 Yeah. Even Busta Rhymes was out there too.
Busta.
He did some of his songs.
Flipball, I think Flipball was over him and his dad.
Him and Split Star. Yeah, Split Star.
Oh man.
My bad.
Yeah, I can't. I'm
it
jealous,
was crazy.
guys.
He did this whole thing where Spliff turned him down, and then fucking Busta Rhymes was all like getting quieter.
Oh yeah.
Until he was done, and then he turned it back up, and then Busta Rhymes
Turn it up.
It was nice.
Hey, I just wish we would have seen them when they were young.
Yeah.
Because right there you could tell, they were old.
They pushing it though. Hey, y'all are the ones listening to them when y'all are teenagers though. So when you're saying they getting, I'm just saying contrast.
Once you get a certain age, everything seems like it's choreographed.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean? It's like I know the words. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna do that.
I mean, it's mainly choreographed when it's entertainment industry.
Yeah,
though,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, but back when
It's
they
all
used to rap,
choreographed.
when they were young, they were just going out.
Yeah.
But I mean, even like Method Man.
But the
Redman,
energy is what y'all are saying,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
it felt like they were a little older than.
No, the energy was up.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
then
It was lit.
But
Yeah,
if they were young, yeah, man, that probably would have been.
You think it'd have been more lit if they were young?
yeah.
It'd probably just been more
They would've been
people
jumping
though,
on the
right?
crowd.
Well, like Redman and Method Man were swinging back in the what tour was that? They were swinging.
See, I want to hear what Flaco thinks
I knew
about
they
it.
had
No.
I see Flaco
Nah,
just.
I was just making sure y'all get y'all's point across and stuff. I had a fucking badass time. It was great. Like I said, I think it would have made my night if Redman was. That would have been like the fucking
The
dopest
finish,
ass.
Y'all should have seen Flaco all day. He was doing his Flaco dance.
It just threw me back to some old ass
Y'all-
fucking and back in the fucking.
Back in the day
Well,
type
back then
shit.
they didn't do tours like that.
Yeah,
No,
they
hip hop
Shit.
didn't get tours like that.
No,
because
yeah.
insurance would
Wu-Tang
cover 'em.
did. Wu-Tang used to have, man.
Well,
with-
no,
with-
it's not. They didn't have tours. They had concerts that they would go to.
Well, they toured with rock artists because
Yeah.
they had to get insurance back in the days, and they wouldn't insure a hip hop show.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's
The
why
bigger
they
liability and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
they couldn't get insurance, so they had to. Their money was only raised by the album sales or any kind of merch or something like this. But they couldn't get money like they get now. Now everybody gets their money off touring because they're not getting anything off streaming, really.
Yeah, I mean, you can if you're upper echelon streaming and you're getting a lot of streams on every platform.
40 million. Or
But
something.
I mean, even on YouTube, if you across platforms getting millions, then you're gonna be getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Some
Russ.
algorithms pay out better. Like TikTok barely fucking pays. You know what I'm saying? They give you like 0.0002 cents per 1,000 views or some shit like
But
that.
I heard
Shit,
TikTok is the one
really?
that gets more viewers. on
Yeah,
anything.
but you don't
Yeah,
get paid off of it. Like you get if you get 1 million views on that, you get $40.
Yeah, I think
shit, really.
Yeah, $40.
I think I saw some TikTokers talking about that. They were talking about what platforms they really use and how much they pay out and all that shit.
I got a TikTok on there right now with that with Blind Prodigy. Shout out Blind Prodigy. He's got 160,000 views on that bitch, 15K likes on it. You know what I'm saying? He's doing big things on that shit. 15,000 people like his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's-
that's
Shout out to
insane.
Blind
Just anybody. That's just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And that's just, and I'm sure a lot of people who either knows who he is or just happen to
It helped give him exposure.
help give him exposure, just stumble upon it like, hey, this look.
Yeah, he's got fans and shit now, but he also had people trying to go on there act like him. You know what I'm saying? They were in the comments saying, people were asking like questions about the equipment, right? And he's like, some people are like, oh yeah, I'm Blind Prodigy, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I've gotten him in the studio and I'm working on trademarking his name and getting this shit under wraps for him so that nobody can take it. But I've already made him the platform pages, and once we launch him as Spotify, it'd be really hard for somebody to trademark it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
shit.
shout out to him, man.
But that concert was back. I mean, it was like back in the days type feeling shit. So I was just like,
That's the best
nostalgia.
era.
You know, nostalgia was great. I was just like,
That's one of the best eras of hip hop, bro.
Some-
The
yeah.
fucking 90s.
some of us got a little more drunk than others. I ain't gonna say who, but
Johnny?
And some of us have a little bit smaller bladders than others.
yeah.
Mooney?
I think I ran off the grass a couple times to go piss and stayed off the
Oh,
grass.
so it was the outside event?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's a little interesting, man, how it all started. But we'll see if we want to talk
What
about all
was it?
that.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about the
The
prequel? The
All right, go ahead, man.
Pre-party.
Let it out.
the
Let-
Uber. Okay, we took an Uber, so you know,
He's ready to tell it.
Yeah. Hey, fuck it,
Hey,
man.
Uber
Go
rides
ahead,
can
go
be
ahead.
fun.
Go ahead.
Hey, so I mean, it's what was it? A Tuesday? Tuesday here.
Yeah,
on
Monday.
Oh, Monday. Oh,
Yeah.
Monday. Monday here on a
he wasn't prepared for that, a Monday.
Yeah.
He's usually prepared for a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Monday hit him.
On a Monday.
So
goddamn.
Monday here in DFW, man, the traffic's heavy everywhere. I mean, around 4 o'clock, 3 to 5 o'clock. And we got to remember, I think the State Fair was coming in that town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they were already here.
Yeah, no, they were already here.
Yeah, so I think it opened up that weekend and stuff. So, I mean, we decided to get Uber. You know, we staying safe, doing what we need to do.
Do the responsible thing.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do.
You know, it's cool going up there, but I guess we didn't think about the traffic. And you know, when traffic hits, you're drinking a few beers before you get there, because we know that Dos Equis Pavilion. Shout out to them, but. Man, y'all need to lower y'all's beer prices.
Yeah, no
damn.
shit. What is it? $15 a fucking
shit, bro. That's another topic for another day. But damn. But anyways, yeah, we had a little incident. I don't, you know, I was just.
We got pictures and evidence.
I'm surprised.
Video.
I'm surprised we didn't get booted off Uber.
Wait. Y'all drinking beers in the Uber?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's shout out to my brother. Yeah, that motherfucker. He brought a couple beers
before.
Hey,
Uber,
yo, go hard than a bitch. Wait, did the Uber driver know y'all was drinking?
I'm pretty sure he did.
What happened was we were pre-gaming, we were drinking.
Yeah, there you go. Listen.
We were drinking, and before the ride shows up, everybody takes a like, hey, you gotta pee. Well, I peed like 5 or 10 minutes before the Uber came, so I had to empty my bladder. And then, like Flaco said, we don't expect the traffic and shit like that.
Yeah. We in the midst of traffic.
We're over there on 30, headed to the show. I'm like, I'm sitting in the back.
No location.
Okay. I'm sitting in the back next to Mike. I'm like, dude, I got to piss. I got goosebumps.
Hey,
I have goosebumps.
I'm literally like, this guy was jumping up and down in the back seat. I looked back and I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? I was
there's an accident on the highway. Johnny's sitting up front and
fuck, bro.
And I was like, no, I'm not bullshitting. I was like, tell the Uber driver.
That's because I was telling the Uber driver, I think he's playing around.
Yeah. I thought he was playing around too.
I was like, no, I gotta fucking pee.
And we're on the left lane.
Yeah. All the way in the center lane. Center lane.
The funny thing is, my brother's sitting in front of you, and I'm sitting on this side, and I see my brother like. I guess he thought you were gonna pee on him or something, because he started moving over towards me, and I was like, "Yo!" I was like, "What? This is happening," And I was just tripping out, and I like, "Fuck." So next thing I know, the door opened. My brother slid that door open. We got in a minivan. I ain't gonna lie.
He opened that. He opened that door open. Fucking folded that seat so quick. He's like, "Go ahead, go." I'm like, "Hell yeah, here we go."
And while he's out there, he's got a towel on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Mooney, move the towel, because he's wearing a GP shirt.
Yeah.
While you're out there,
publicity.
While you're out there advertising.
As soon as I hop out the SUV or whatever, and I'm like waving because I hear honks. I'm like,
yeah. Let's just say he had fans.
Yeah,
that's how the night started, man.
Hey,
so right then and there.
And now, shit you not, the accident was like no longer than like 50 yards, 60 yards.
If he would have just held it for a little bit longer, we probably got.
We could have got. I was like, fuck it, I'm already whipped it out.
That Uber driver was like, what the fuck I get myself into?
Did.
Yeah. And he got a good tip.
He dropped us off further out. He was like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He dropped us off at the wrong fucking block.
Yeah.
I think we walked like maybe shit was longer than 100 miles.
Not 100 miles.
They
100 yards. My bad. 100 yards.
Hey, who got the Uber though? Who paid for it?
Oh, my brother.
Yeah. Hey, they notate that shit. Homeboy probably went in there and was like, "Yo, drunk people pissing out my van and shit."
Fucking GP homies.
So be careful for these GP homies, y'all.
No, but he was pretty cool, man. He was clowning on the Cowboys.
Yeah,
though. That's why we were getting on his ass.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, he was clowning on the Cowboys. Cowboy fan here, diehard fan. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he was a Minnesota Viking fan.
Yeah, he was a Viking fan.
I think he might have been drunk a little too.
He might have.
I don't know. He looked like
He said Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I was just up there working like a little bit ago, like in Minnesota.
So yeah, that's how it started. We got into the concert. Like I said, the DJ Scratch was like, "Hey, we're gonna start. Once we start the music, we're not stopping for fucking 90 minutes." He said, and he wasn't playing, man. He just straight played. There was just straight music playing,
and he was live.
Before when he got to his turntables or whatever, he wanted the crowd to get hyped.
He hyped
before
the crowd
he brought the show to the show,
and he did.
Yeah. So the fans had to interact.
Yeah, that's crowd control. You got to do that.
He was going through all the boroughs and shit. Like, hey, where's Staten Island? Where's all this
with
shit?
The different
he was
songs.
playing music from the old school days.
He laid the map of New York.
Basically laying the map. So
It was awesome.
Yo, y'all heard that Redman song? It's like slap the shit out you. That song go hard to the bitch.
That's your song, bro.
Slap the shit out you.
That's the shit you be listening to. He showed that.
That's how he feels when we talk about Kanye or.
He said, "I slap." Oh yeah, okay, yo. Speaking of Kanye, he's wearing a Gap shirt and he's for Kanye, and they just dropped your boy, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
They dropped your boy.
Get the duct tape. We're gonna put an X across Gap.
And
dropped him.
I'm wearing Adidas too. No.
They dropped him like that trash bag he used to bring his clothes out in.
I honestly wore this hoodie so I could look like Kanye.
Yeah. I
felt
need you to put. Hold on. Put it on. There you go. You gotta harness the energy of it. We gotta see it.
Summon the Kanye in you.
Yeah.
There you go.
He is Kanye.
Be one with Kanye.
So you don't.
No, don't say anything when you're being one with Kanye. Not right now. We don't want to be one.
Did you know that the secretary let him in at the Skechers? They let him through. She said she let him in because she thought he was a long guy.
Not. Hey.
Shit.
Because his outfit looked like
shit.
You lying,
True
bro.
story. True story. Look that shit up.
Let me ask y'all this.
Yeah,
though.
because you know his outfits look like you're poor, like you homeless.
Yeah. Well, he had like.
Do y'all think there's any truth in some of the shit Kanye's saying?
There's a lot of truth.
Because have y'all watched the full interview? Let me ask you this: have you watched the full interview that any of the full interviews he's laid out in the last couple weeks?
That's what I be telling them, man. All y'all do is just get in the little clips what the media's over here trying to show you. And
regardless of that,
if you really listen to the whole interview, he's speaking some knowledge there.
Can I? And I'm gonna ask, like we asked in the group. Tell me the truths that he's speaking, because.
I'll tell you the truth. The truth is.
Let's hear. Hold on. Look. All right. Hold on.
Hold on. First, let me say this. Let me say this before we continue about this. Gphomiespodcast do not represent for Kanye in that way with the anti-Semitic fucking comments. We're not backing
Jewish
behind that.
There you go. One of them.
Disclaimer.
What is it?
No, look.
This is our opinions, our solely based opinions. We're just talking about situation, something going on here in this world, and it's wrong of us and irresponsible of us not to touch on it.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. One thing about Gphomiespodcast that you can have your opinion. It don't matter what it is.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna shite about nothing.
All love.
Whatever you believe, you Republican, whatever the fuck you believe. But saying that.
As he wears a red hoodie.
I love my Jewish people. I hate what Israel's doing to the Palestinian. But other than that, let's get this shit about Kanye West.
Go ahead.
What is he talking about?
So where's these truths, Johnny?
The truth is that Jewish people do run a lot of the media.
Okay.
They run a lot of the media.
That's how it's been for decades.
It's been for decades. And all he's really trying to say is, hey, we need to be like them. We need to run our own stuff.
Is he saying we need to be like them, or is he saying we got to take these guys out? Because that's what it sounded like with DEFCON 3.
When he was talking about
DEFCON 3,
take them out.
Okay, when he was talking about, I'm gonna go DEFCON 3 on them.
There was more to that statement.
It doesn't mean he's gonna go over there and shoot them. It's kind of like saying, I'm about to go DEFCON on Mike for trying to debate me. That don't mean I'm going over here.
But it's all about interpretation and
something bad.
Selective hearing.
I'm about.
He explained what he meant by it.
I'm about to go.
He did.
Tell the truth about what's really going on.
Expose.
So here's the thing.
And all that.
Well, here's
it
the
doesn't
thing,
mean
though.
that he's gonna go out there and try to kill them or hurt them and all that.
Not
just saying, I'm gonna say some shit that people are gonna be like, whoa. But it's reality. This shit has been going on forever. You know, whoever controls the media controls a lot of this shit.
Yeah.
Look what happened.
Agree.
I could say something bad, or I could say something.
You can.
And if the media. You can just take little clips of me, and you can make me look like the worst person on earth.
But
controversy sells, dog. Bottom line, controversy.
And that's what it is. That's what's hidden. Everybody wants media. Everybody's on that shit.
That's what this world is about right now.
A year from now, nobody's gonna be talking about this shit.
But look, my only thing with the Kanye thing though is he's now just now, I feel like it's coincidentally aligned with when he started fucking with Trump and realized okay, if I pander to this type of person, if I pander to this type of audience, then I will be able to influence and get more attraction from this crowd. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about money.
And it is about money. Him getting canceled from all and getting dropped from all the things that are actually profitable for
You're
him.
actually right, because there's going to be a lot of people that
Well, wait in 2 months when this motherfucker goes on the market and opens up his own store and sells Yeezys for himself and gets 100% of the profit
And he's
instead of giving
using
us
all
a cut.
these people that support him, just like any other millionaire, any other rich man, anybody out there that makes money. Yeah, but it does not make him a martyr. Does not make him a god.
He ain't no martyr or god, man.
He's talking. He talks about it, bro.
Just like
Yeezus, right? Yeezus. He dropped the album called Yeezus.
I believe that's just a little platform, just something to get feathers riled up. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, you
got to feel confidence about yourself. Any football player, basketball players, they think the professional ones. They think they're the best. They're cocky motherfuckers. You and that level, you're gonna feel cocky. If I sell a million, records, I'm gonna feel like, hey, you know what? I'm the fucking man.
Right.
And a lot of people believe God lives within you, and that's kind of like what Kanye tried to say is everybody is a God because you are a piece of God.
I'm a God. I'm a God, man. I've been saying that we're all gods. Wu-Tang.
I'm a human being. I'm Mexican. I live my fucking.
We're all Flaco, y'all.
And you pay taxes.
That's it. So I pay tax like anybody. I ain't no God. I ain't trying to be God. I don't want nobody to look up to me. I live within my own truth. I live within my own truth, and that's how I'm gonna live for the rest of my life.
Say the Bible says we got the Bible of God. So let's
talk about the Bible.
We're all a little bit of God. We're God. We're one.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Selective hearing, selective clips. Like you get mad at people because they use clips to bash them, to do everything against them.
I don't get mad.
No. Okay, well you use that and say, hey, well that's all they do. You do the same thing and to prove your point. And it's like there's no right and no wrong. He can do what he wants, but for me to have pity for him, like I told you, I ain't never gonna have pity.
He could have approached it differently. You know what I'm saying?
But he's too smart enough. But at the same time,
he's too egotistical too.
I believe he's a narcissist.
Yeah, I believe.
Most rappers are narcissists, though, bro.
The best rappers are.
So A1
Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah, most rappers are narcissists.
And we get it, but like for some people like. Like
humble person.
No. Like I see people.
A local peasant. From
Hey, that needs to be one to drop in one. Peasant.
A little peasant over there.
Look, whatever you believe, whatever you want in him, that's fine. It doesn't bother me. But when you start telling me that, oh, you're dumb because you don't listen, you don't understand what he's saying.
Because he's smarter than you?
Yeah, because he's smart. No, I know what he's doing.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
I know what he's doing. You guys are so into, like, when you get mad at people for like, oh, I can't believe you guys listen to everything. Right, no, to everything to the left. Oh, I can't believe you believe everything Biden's doing. You believe everything Trump's doing. You believe it's the same type of shit.
Snitching me out.
It's the same type of shit.
That's private text message.
No, Johnny's my boy. We have heated arguments and text messaging. We talk.
I didn't know he was hurting your feelings.
Hey,
here we go. Hey, I got.
You don't understand.
Ye can't go and say all Jewish people though. That's very fucked up. Like it would have been like.
But he did it on purpose. I'm sorry, he did it.
Yeah, he did it because
it's not on an accident.
He said he did it on purpose though. He said he did that because that's the way to spark controversy.
Yes.
No, and he said that sparks the conversation that we're having right now. You know what I'm saying? Without that, we wouldn't have this conversation.
But not everybody can have that conversation because a lot of people a lot of people are scared about talking about this.
Yeah.
But just because you have a different opinion,
this doesn't mean he's wrong, but it doesn't mean.
I mean, he could be wrong. It doesn't matter. Like, people put a lot of shit.
But you can't blame those people that are aggravated with.
And you can't.
And you can't blame the people that cut ties with them because guess what? It's a fucking business.
Yeah, it's business.
If you don't want to do business with somebody, you don't have to fucking do business.
Definitely.
It could be black, white, Mexican, purple, green. It doesn't matter. If I don't want to fuck with you, I don't have to fuck with you.
But there's a reason why CEOs and CTOs, CFOs, they stay out of the limelight. They stay out of their controversy.
I agree. They used his ass, and I guarantee you, he thought he was one of them.
No.
And the day that they fucking cut him off like he wasn't shit, like a nasty ass mole that they chop off at the doctor's office. Just because that's the way it is, bro.
I think that's what happened. I think that.
And he got hurt, and it hurt him.
Yeah,
I mean,
because he's God.
Because he's repping. he had all this fan base. Oh shit! I just catered to all this fan base. the MAGA people, like he says, that he's got another a base that he can sell.
Not just MAGA, man.
Did you just call Kanye a skin tag?
Yeah, a lot of people do fuck with.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a figure of speech. I don't mean nothing by it, man.
But look, y'all are old school. Y'all been listening to hip hop for a minute, right? So let me ask you this. This is essentially the same shit that happened with Ice Cube with fucking NWA when he went out when he made the anti-Semitic comment about Jerry Heller and his shit saying when he said all Jews, and they started canceling him and taking him off of fucking sponsorship. All it did was beneficial for him, and it seems like the same exact fucking thing. Just a thing out of the playbook.
History.
And that's what I'm saying. This shit's been
That's why I say, people, the media right now,
it's been around for ages, decades, and people act surprised when it happens. Like, you can't tell
one over here.
No, you
can't. Mike over here.
Whoa.
He says like 100 messages.
Hold on.
I said it, Mike. Oh, he got kicked out of Sketcher. Oh, Adidas dropped him. Oh,
I just thought it was funny, bro.
It's hilarious.
It's
my bad. If I see some shit going across my
is that triggering to you, Johnny?
Because he's not me.
Are you mad?
It's not triggering me because I'm actually I'm listening to this dude and he's like, he's telling the truth. So, more people need to just.
It's his truth. It's his truth.
He works for the CIA. I
believe.
It's like that censor button.
No lo chupes.
Hey, Johnny.
No lo chupes.
Hey, come on.
It's like
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
He's doing business on another level that we're not doing.
Exactly.
So he's fucking around with other people. We're probably, I don't know if we're ever going to get.
Hey, look. And what he's doing, maybe he couldn't get out of contract because he didn't figure no other way.
Yeah.
Look, maybe he did this to
get free.
Okay.
This guy's stealing my shit.
No, but look, listen. Believe me, I listen to everything. You may think I just send you clips, but I listen. I listen to all that. I read. I don't just use one news article. I go to the shitty articles. I go to Fox. I go to CNN. It might be trash to people, but I got to see how the people
their
perspective in their own truth. And that's what people don't understand, because regardless if you see it, him see it, like, hey, I don't fuck with that shit. That's what they fucking believe. And some of these people really believe that shit. And some other people are just sheep, like you guys say, and they do what they say to get a paycheck. And that's cool, whatever. But don't sit out here and if something happens to you, nah, bro. I do what I do, and him losing a job, him doing that doesn't affect me one bit. Damn. My one thing is he talks about unity with the Jewish people, how they plan together. Where's his fellow rappers? He talks about they're scared to come out. No, maybe they just don't want to fucking work with you, bro, because you too much for them, man.
But nobody's ever went against the grain of the music industry.
Because they weren't bitching when they're getting the deals. They weren't bitching when, hey, sign me this here. Give me a fucking front of $1 million to do this.
One of the things I do agree with is one of the things Kanye says is the majority of the record labels, they'll take these artists, right? And they'll give them money and they'll sign them to a deal, but they'll sign these artists who have no financial literacy, right?
Correct.
So then they put them in a position to spend all the money and not help them set up their generations. So then you have rappers that get signed their life away and don't have their grandkids or their fucking kids taken care of, and they're okay with that because they're making the bottom dollar off of it. So and Kanye's saying that a lot of these record labels are Jewish owned, which that may be the case, but that doesn't mean every fucking Jewish person.
That's every record label.
I don't think, that's every record since.
And that's the non-Jewish ones as well.
Ask Snoop Dogg how he got his master.
Ask Chuck Berry.
Ask all of them.
Yeah, and that's non-Jewish record
Michael
labels
Jackson
too.
was buying people's masters back in the day.
What about the Ghetto Boys? What's his name? Prince.
Prince. Yeah, that's why he has a different name. The artist formerly known as Prince.
They fucked him up on. They fucked him up.
Prince.
What were you gonna say, Johnny? My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
There's a story about, because you mentioned Michael Jackson was buying masters from people.
The Beatles.
What's that?
Beatles.
He had his own.
He bought Eminem's
his
too.
own.
Oh yeah.
Record label. His masters, he owns it. And there's a story Master P was talking about that he went over there and paid like $500,000 just to speak to the lawyer who was representing Michael Jackson, just so he can learn
and understand
him and see, like, how's Michael Jackson making all this money. And he taught him the game. He goes, you got to own your own records, your own.
Yeah, you got to own that shit.
Here's the opposite side too of that. You can own your own masters all day. I can own my shit that's on my computer all day, 100%. But if it ain't worth shit, it ain't worth shit. If you don't get it out to the public, if you don't make a name for yourself, like that's what a lot of these record labels do.
No, yeah,
the investors come in and they say, you know what, I'll make you famous. I'll put you out everywhere I can. You make a good album, but I'm gonna get most of the money because I'm the investor.
That's why independent.
He's doing a lot of the work.
Yeah, they're doing all. They're fronting the money, and they should get their return. That's just business.
That's one thing that I see too. Go ahead, Mike.
All I'm saying is that Kanye complains about artists not owning their own stuff. You can own your stuff all day you want. You record it in your room like I do,
but
and I own 100%. But even if you put it out, and you don't have the public ears, and you don't have the machine behind you, it's not going to be worth it.
But why is the machine set up not in benefit of the artist who's making the art? You know what I'm saying?
Because you're replacing.
It's about the money. It's about the money. Is why.
Because they're investors.
Yeah, but it's all about the money.
They're investors.
He's trying to say, man, we need to own some of this shit.
Well, that's where Tech Nine comes in. Like
Tech Nine.
People like Tech Nine.
Chance the Rapper.
You
Russ.
make your own stuff, Russ. Yeah, Russ is a big one right now.
Yeah. Chance the Rapper also is independent, I believe.
Yeah, so then you make your own stuff, and as long as they can get out there, get the noise, get the attention that they need, and you can make your money.
That's one thing that I throw props. I'm not a Bad Bunny fan, but I heard that motherfucker.
He's one of the best-selling artists of our generation.
Money because he owns his own shit
and sells them concerts like crazy.
And
40,000 people.
And like
smart.
His fan base is so huge. I'm not a huge Bad Bunny fan, but I know everybody loves that man, and it's cool. Like I like to see my.
Does he rap in English?
No, I don't think he can, but I don't understand him sometimes when he's rapping in Spanish. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Puerto Rican, isn't he?
No,
I don't know Puerto Rican.
Is he Puerto Rican?
Yeah,
that's probably why he probably talks.
It's a different dialect.
Yeah, I don't know, but a shout out to him. There's other music, Latino music artists, that try to do the same shit.
Hey,
but
Kanyewest,
it's all in the same way, bro.
Go ahead. Drink champagne. He was talking about. He's like, I'm looking at people that are selling out stadiums like Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
He's studying what are they doing? What stuff are they doing too? So
he's built a brand that nobody can touch.
Either way, what I want to say
his own brand.
His own.
Everybody's over here want to distance themselves from Kanye West and all that. A lot of celebrities, a lot of rap. Just want you to know, Kanye, I support you, man.
Yeah, no.
It's a weird time, though.
Yeah, the last thing I want to say about Kanye, bro, is like, look.
I want to say one last thing, too.
I really, really, really think what 50 Cent said, what I sent y'all, like, he just needs to take a chill pill. He's got a lot of badass things he can do in the future. Let this shit blow over. Say the right thing. Stay out of the limelight. Take care of your family like you say you are. Do that. Like, just focus on that shit for about a year. Let this shit blow over. Like you said, nobody's gonna be talking about this in a couple fucking maybe.
And it's already dying. I think it's gonna start dying out.
Here's the thing, Johnny. When you start supporting people, no matter what they do, then you're a follower.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I follow a lot of people. I follow Wu-Tang. I follow.
Yeah, but
I
there's nothing that will knock you off that track. So when you want to be a free thinker, if you're following somebody, no matter what they do or what they say, then you're no longer a free thinker.
I don't agree with that.
Kanye makes badass music, though, y'all. I gotta say that. He crazy.
His early stuff, yeah.
But he does
I don't
it because
agree
he
with
doesn't make his
everything
shit.
he
Mike
says.
Dean makes his shit.
Oh, Mike
Hit Boy makes his shit.
His first two albums?
His first two albums, yeah, that was 20 years ago.
The Graduate.
And I love it.
And I'll remember that forever. That's the Kanye I like to remember in my heart.
That's what we're gonna remember.
Oh, Kanye. Oh, Kanye.
I don't agree with everything Kanye West says, but like I told y'all before, if this dude has something to say through the whole interview and he's teaching me some knowledge, I'm gonna go ahead and eat that out. I'm not gonna take the negative or whatever and all that. I know he's a cock.
Yeah, that's true.
But I
a lot of shit he says is now.
I think he's not well.
I personally, that's one thing I think was it Trevor Noah? What's his name? Noah?
Yeah, Noah.
Yeah, he said it well too. Like, hey, I don't have no beef with this guy, man. I know people are saying we got beef because he said something about him, whatever, and he's just talking about, look, right now what he needs is somebody to fucking give him a hug and tell him that everything's gonna be cool, bro. Don't if it's really a mental thing, then
take care of that shit.
We don't want to what he's saying though. That's
no.
It's not what he's saying, but it's what he's doing.
He's acting, bro. That's you don't get it.
He's not. He's probably pissed. Like you said, somebody He probably thought that he was on that level, and then he realized, fuck, I'm not in that level yet.
It's like I told y'all in the text, he got his fucking card pull, his white man card pull.
Yeah, the timing of it's weird.
Sorry,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The timing of it's real weird. Like, you know, because like he's doing the White Lives Matter thing right now, right?
Yeah.
And did y'all hear his reasoning behind that?
Well, did you see what he have in front of his sweat? I think it was
What was it?
they were talking about it the other day, and I didn't really know. They didn't jump at me. He had some drawing on the front of his sweatshirt, bro. Like totally like. I forgot what it is. I gotta look it up, bro.
I know what he said. The reason.
Hey, what did he say?
The reason he did the White Lives Matter was because I forget the dude's name, but the main person who financed BLM and put all the money into it, he put it was like this old ass white dude, and he put about $200 million into BLM to help spread it across the country, right? And Kanye knows this, so Kanye said, all right, if white people, he said, if a white guy is gonna own fucking BLM, then I'm gonna own White Lives Matter. But dude, you're doing that way after the point. BLM was at its height. You weren't doing that.
There's 2 points of topics in there, and people always try to push it all into one. But some people, that's all they do. That's all you're gonna do is.
I like to look at all sides of it. You know what I'm saying? But Kanye is pretty crazy.
Black Lives Matter movement is different than Black Lives Matter, the foundation. There were 2 different groups, and then
it was created by the foundation, though, right?
No, it wasn't. No. It was that the person who created it decided to create it and profit off of it, and that's why this person's so corrupt.
Donate to this cause or whatever.
Yeah, whoever that dude was, that
like
funded it.
Like that girl Candace Owens talks about black. That's not what it means and all that shit. But to me, it's like you can't. Just like you don't want to be judged on certain things that you do, you can't judge that whole group. That whole movement was something to be proud of. The people that
something to recognize.
To recognize.
Do y'all think
the meaning behind it, the statement Black Lives Matters?
But then it became very political.
It matters. The statement matters.
Yeah.
But
see,
whoever profits off
the
of
corruptness.
Yes, that's
what
wrong.
I'm talking
and like that's the other thing. Kanye said Homeboy, he was like, I don't know if Homeboy died from that cop staying on his neck. He was like, I don't know that. It's up for question. Like it could and they did, when they did the autopsy, he did have fentanyl in his system.
He did, but the autopsy also said that he died from strangulation.
Well, I mean,
that's all you need to see.
Well, I mean, if you took a shitload of
fentanyl,
he might have died.
I agree.
From the fentanyl, if you give him an hour or two.
And then not being able to breathe.
I agree. I have no idea. I agree. I have no idea what actually medically caused it because I'm not there and I'm not a coroner. But from my point of view,
we all saw
it looks like a cop fucking choked that motherfucker out.
Yeah,
was it planned? I don't fucking know. I'm not all knowing. You know what I'm saying?
That was the video.
That's what he's trying to say, that it was
showed to the public. A cop with the knee on the neck
and the bleeding in the nose.
Yeah, but that was a long ass video.
Yeah, and then the evidence or whatever when it went to court, you know, the drugs in the system. So yes, a knee on the neck and drugs don't mix. Bottom line.
Yeah. I mean, he might have died. It only takes a little bit. It only takes a little bit to kill you, but he didn't give it a chance to.
Well, they said he had like a little rock or whatever, and that's more than enough.
It's more than enough.
Okay, but just to say that, like, you know, I'm not trying to say
he might have been Superman. Who knows?
I'm not trying to say anything was planned. But I'm saying we have documentation that has been released that the government has done fucked up shit, testing shit and doing shit to the population without them fucking knowing.
We know.
Released that.
Yeah, COVID-19.
I believe all that shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So anything could be possible. The fact to say that, like, oh, we just gotta blindly believe it because it's like massively publicized, I don't agree with that by any means. If it's something that could benefit the division amongst people, amongst like other races, then I wouldn't put it past the government.
But then you're going to conspiracy.
Well, that's why
hey, bro, I like conspiracies a lot of times.
That's why it was in the news so much.
And conspiracies
and shoved down our throats, you know, because they wanted to divide us.
And a lot of conspiracies end up being true. They tried to say that the CIA didn't funnel fucking crack into the inner cities, and then they came out that they did.
Who was that? Donald Reagan?
Donald Reagan. Hell.
But man, there's people saying they used to drop crates of guns on train tracks over there in the neighborhoods, and like was it Compton or I don't know where, somewhere in those areas.
There's some video of a KKK dude, like a fucking Klansman dude. Some Klansman dude saying he used to do that shit. Hey, I don't endorse that shit. Fuck those motherfucking.
During that time, I remember hearing something on the news like
fuck the Ku Klux Klan
on the radio.
Fuck them.
Someone would drop.
Everybody has their own opinion.
Pallets of bricks.
Wait, everybody
around the cities. Pallets of bricks. So when the rioters would come, they would have shit to throw at the buildings.
Oh yeah. Antifa,
You hear about that?
Yeah, Antifa allegedly.
Yeah.
Chewing on. No, I'm just fucking with it.
Yeah. I've read reports of Antifa allegedly leaving Palestine. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've read the article.
Right. I was like, damn, that's
all right, yo. I think Flaco's right. We probably used this subject up a little too much, right?
I think we need to move forward.
Yeah, we need to go and take a break.
Oh yeah.
I did. I think I need a break.
We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more with Zo'ed 817. We'll figure out what he's gonna be doing, any shows, what music he's dropping,
and a new album.
How to get a hold of him, what social media he has,
and one thing about y'all need to know about Zo'ed, he got lyrics.
Yeah. I need to check his music out, man.
He's a rapper, man.
I can't say I'm the biggest fan, but but I will become a bigger fan now that I met you.
Not yet.
I will.
Well, you haven't heard the new shit yet.
No, yeah.
And then the newest shit after the new shit that I'm dropping right now will even make you like when I show you that song that I was saying I'm okay showing tonight, you're gonna look at me and go, holy shit! All right, this motherfucker's next up for sure.
Yeah.
Already. Well, this GP Homies podcast. We're gonna take a little small break. We'll be back. We're gonna get some more drinks. We're gonna take a restroom break. Whatever y'all need to do, smoke break, whatever. Let's do it. We'll be back.
Peace. All right, I'll go pee again.